Well, hello YouTube, how you doing? After a bit of fiddling and running through some stuff on my system, so what I ended up doing is reinstalling Windows a few times and things like that. I was having some issues with the internet at the moment, which I've fixed. I've just rebooted the router, so it's not a big issue. So I've installed all my sort of software that I put on there, my freeware stuff, Windows as well, and put a few other bits and pieces on here, just cleaned it up a little bit, just putting the antivirus on here at the moment, and I pretty much should be ready then. Well, this is pretty much ready to sell. I've already listed it on Gumtree right now, so at this point it's just sort of stuck, well, basically just waiting for somebody to buy it. So it's pretty much set up, fixed up the way I want it to be. Settings are nice, hardware's nice, everything looks good, settings look good, stress tested it as well for a fair few hours to make sure the components weren't going to fall over or anything of that nature. So out of that. So as I said, I've tested everything else on the system, it all seems to be working fine. It's at 49. Let's see. It's just downloading Zone Alarm at the moment. I was having some issues with back internet network not working properly, having it actually went down for a little while, but I rebooted the router and everything seems to be working now. A few issues here and there, but we'll just hit the refresh button on that just to see if the updates work. I've already downloaded pretty much the combination of apps I would want on here for clients. At this point, just having my morning coffee, relaxing, waking up. So hopefully I sell it in not too short a distance of time. I also have another project coming up which is going to be rebuilding my entire build into a new case. I bought a new case online. It cost me about, in total with postage and GST and all taxes and stuff, it cost me about $197, which wasn't too bad considering I'm a pretty good run on it. And it's similar brand, it's the exact same brand as my last case, which I was quite happy with that was cool. A couple of configuration changes inside, basically it's got about 7 hard drive bays and things like that. Sort of the same sort of fans, so I can basically cannibalize my old case for the fans and everything else that I want to take out and put in and things of that nature. But I mean, you got the radiators. I've got two radiators, which I strapped to the top, which are going to be the main ones for my water cooling, obviously. But I'm going to clean everything out, cable manage it correctly, things of that nature. Pretty much going to do all that type of stuff, and you know, test things out and just make sure everything's working properly, and then I should be good. I'll probably go through and actually show the process that I do. The process I'm going to be doing with my own case, rebuilding it. It's a bit of a fiddly job in some ways. It's a little bit of a fiddly job, basically because it's going to require a little more effort to basically get it exactly where I want it. But I'm pretty much planning to get the case, and upon that I'm going to, what was the plan pretty much? I plan to rebuild it into a new case, put all the new components in, everything else, everything of that nature, and I hope at this point that, I'm hoping that it all works out the way I expect it to. We'll see how I go. Alright. I'm going to leave it there anyway. Thank you very much, YouTube. Like and subscribe to me on... Like and subscribe... I'll say it again. Like and subscribe to me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Twitch TV, Google+, Instagram as well. All those lovely services. Also, like, favourite and subscribe. If you're interested in my stuff, thumbs up as well if you want. And yeah, as always, stay tuned to my channel. There's more to come up. Obviously, this is just sort of the initial process, which I've worked everything out. The machine's working, it's all functional. So at this point, I'm just sort of doing the last tail end of it, which is installing this. I've pretty much installed every update I could. Yeah, I've got all the updates. So all the updates are done. time and everything else is set correctly. I pretty much just got to put this is pretty much the last part of it, which is installing the antivirus. Everything should be good though. I've fixed it up the way I expect it to be. And I also, yesterday I got a new memory card for my phone, not my phone, for my camera, which is a new 64GB version. Seems to be working so well so far. I've been recording, taking photos most of the morning, just testing that out, making sure that it takes photos and it does all that other type of stuff properly. So far, pretty good results. I'm pretty happy with the end result that I'm getting out of the camera. Pretty good 1080p rundown, so that, you know, the original memory card I had was not a. I think the new one I got is an SD XC card. The last one I had was a high capacity one, which was a 32GB. This is a 64GB, which seems to be working pretty well. I've also swapped out the internet cables on my internet as well, because I had a really long 10-meter cable, which wasn't really doing my computer. Wasn't really doing my connection much justice in the way of keeping it connected on a regular basis. I chucked out some old cables, which I thought were just useless, to be honest. So I didn't see the point in keeping them. I got 2 new cables. So at this point, it's just sort of stuck there, and I'm just trying to see how it goes with the downloading. Not too bad. I mean, my connection's relatively slow most of the time, so it has its issues from time to time. Sometimes it's extremely fast, sometimes it's extremely slow. Depends on the day of the week as well. Alright, so stay tuned anyway. Thank you very much, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed my videos as per usual. Show you the actual build. There's the build there, completed. And of course the front of it, with everything on it. It's got the USB 3 to USB 2 converter. Stuck on that extra cable, so I can actually have front USBs on this. So yeah, pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with the end result of it, and I'm pretty happy with the way it's going at the moment. So stay tuned. Obviously more videos to come, and at this point, just plodding along, you know, doing my own thing really. Alright, thank you. Catch you. Bye.